Let's go over there. I think Rick and Jeff had questions. Go ahead, Rick, right in the middle behind the cameras. You might be able to see him straight through.
Denny, I think you said in the past there's no such thing as a new Kyle Busch. Is there a new Denny Hamlin? And if so, if you are a new, more mature type driver, was there some defining moment that sort of started you in that direction?
Well, I mean, I think when Tony left, I didn't say that I'm going to take over this team or be the leader of this team, but somebody's got to be the leader. It ain't going to be Kyle.
Jeff, you got a question next door? Go ahead.
Yeah, Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com, and again, to kind of change the subject, Denny, I noticed that like half the drivers just did mock runs today, and including yourself, you only ran 9 laps, and I guess that was because of the heat. What do you do, like, if it rains out practice on Saturday? Are you left kind of kicking yourself that you didn't do any race runs?
No, we got the practice that we needed, I felt, during the All-Star race. That typically is a good practice for us anyway. So, we ran really, better than what I expected. But, if for some reason we don't have practice, I feel pretty confident that, our cars are pretty good, and we'll be able to adjust it. It's such a long race that, we usually end up running. We usually chase the racetrack for a couple hours of practice and everything anyway, so I think it's going to be just fine. If we don't get any practice, we'll have plenty of race to kind of adjust on it and work on it.
Go ahead, Jim Utter to the far right, Denny.
Jim Utter, Show Observer. Denny, maybe I'm missing something, but what exactly did Kyle accuse you of doing? And second of all, if it were even true, in that particular race, is there any reason why anybody would ever let somebody go when you're in the last 10 laps of $1 million on the line and no points, teammate or no teammate?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say, and through talking to him, he just felt like I took his line away. His line, the guy behind me. I'm sorry, but, it's just my pit crew had just gotten me off pit road with the lead. We came from last in this race, and we put ourselves strategically in that spot, and we didn't have a good enough car to hold those guys off. Now, that don't mean during 2 laps after that restart, I didn't think I could win. If I didn't think I could win, then maybe I should have given them the line. But, I was racing as if I could win, and, I just couldn't look myself in the mirror or any of my team guys in the face if I would have pulled over there. And, that's the thing, is it's just one of those – it sucks because, hey, it's a teammate, but we're also competitors. He's one of the guys that I have to beat each and every week. And if we want to win a championship, he's going to have to be one of the guys that I'm going to have to beat. So we're teammates. But like we said, are we teammates with 10 to go at the All-Star race? I said no. And anybody would say, no, you're not teammates. You're not racing for points. You don't want to wreck each other. But I didn't wreck him. He just didn't let up, when he probably should have. So it's but moving forward, it's like, I know I don't expect anything different, Would anyone expect anything different? That's always, that's why we, Kyle has the attention that he has, because he's fiery and everything like that. So it's, I don't expect anything different, but I just don't need to let it bother me. I don't need to let anything he says bother me, or any way he acts or says on the radio. We just need to worry about us and don't worry about him.
Claire
B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. The coach talked to both of you, and it's obvious with the zingers going back and forth. He probably didn't say lay off each other or, you guys meet and hug it out. So what did the coach tell you, and are you guys free to just kind of go at it a little bit yet for a while?
No, I mean, anytime it's a points race, it's a different race. It's always a different race in the All-Star race. It doesn't matter if it's the shootout at the beginning of the year or the All-Star race, the showdown beforehand. It's everyone for themselves. That's always been the case in those races. You've never seen, I mean, what's the difference in what me and Kyle did to what Jimmy and Jeff did during points races in the middle of the race? So, well, what is the difference? Only ours was a no holds barred type race. So, You know, that's why I didn't understand the getting so upset about it. It's not much different, but in the same respect, I think we still have to respect each other, and we are on race day. If that's halfway, if that same situation happens at halfway of Sunday's race, for sure, I see him coming, I'm moving over and letting him go because I've got 300 more miles to make it up. So there's still, he's going to try everything he can to beat us, and we're going to try everything we can to beat him. But right now, I feel like we have the two best teams in cars and the way we're running right now as far as championship caliber is concerned. So we don't need to let anything derail. We need to just kind of move on from that.
Other questions? Anybody? Tom's got one, and then Mike's got one. Go ahead, Tom.
Jeff Burton was in here, and we asked him about it, and he said, it scares me because these are two of the toughest guys I got to race, and they might even work harder at it now because they're both so fired up. Jimmy Johnson was in here and said, I hope they stay mad at each other because it'll be a distraction. Do you see it going either way? Are you going to be more fired up? Is it going to be a distraction? How do you guys handle it?
I think it's different strokes for different folks. Some people use it as motivation, and some people just kind of brush it off and let it go. I think Kyle's the type of guy that will probably use it as fire for him, and it happens with him. He has a blow up about once every 2 or 3 weeks, and then it fires him up for the next 2 or 3 weeks until something happens and it simmers down, and then he starts something else again. But it's like, for me, I think that's what kind of fuels him, and he feeds off of that. He really does. And for me, I just worry about what can we do to beat the 18, the 24, 48, 31, all those same guys. All I do is worry about us, and trust me, I'm the first one each and every week when our car's, for some reason, faster than his, the first one over the 18 telling them, hey, I would change this, change that. I do it every week. And so I'm not going to change that at all because I feel like I need him. I'm much better on mile-and-a-half racetracks because of Kyle Busch, and I guarantee you he's a much better short-track racer because I'm part of his team. And so that's what's made us full circle one of the best teams in the garage right now. So I still am going to need him. I can't just cut him off, and he just can't cut me off starting right now. So it's we're going to need to still work together.
Go ahead, Mike.
Mike Neff from FrontStretch.com. Denny, you mentioned winning the Southern 500 and that this is another one of NASCAR's big races. Would you like to see Sprint or somebody else come in and do a program similar to what Winston used to do with the No Bull 5 and maybe give an added bonus if you could win 3 or 4 of the big races in the sport every year?
Yeah, I mean, it would obviously be great for us, but, obviously Sprint does do a whole lot for our series, and that particular No Bull thing was a unique thing. But, yeah, I mean, it's so tough nowadays, though. It'd be hard for someone to really do it. I think the last person that's really done that was probably Jimmy in probably 06 when he won just about every big race. So, it'd definitely be a good incentive. It might cause us to kind of, be even crazier than what we already are on the racetrack. But obviously, I love what Sprint's doing right now, and of course, the being the title sponsor for our All-Star race is great. And anything that they want to do that is going to entice us to run harder, I'm all for.
Anything else for Denny Hamlin? Well, Denny, we certainly appreciate
Y'all be
you.
nice to me now. I lashed out. Be nice, don't be.
As I said, Denny, we certainly appreciate you coming in to the media
It's the
center
new me.
today.
It's the new me.
Denny. Good luck.